Insights.
Alright, so we're here with episode 25 of Real Talks and Reports with myself and Darg and Blizzle.
Come on, yours truly, Xmas.
And fam, how you doing? How you doing?
There, man.
Wow.
There, man. It's been a while, literally, but I've been good, man. Just taking each punch as it comes, you know.
I hear that.
How you been, bro?
I've been alright, man. Life's been hectic, to say the least. But aside from that, we just keep pushing.
Hey, nah. Care to elaborate?
Nah, not really.
You chilling?
But yeah, fam. Firstly, I do want to say rest in peace to Jamal Edwards.
Every time, bro.
From the start.
Every time, 100%.
Big founder of the UK scene in general, and fam, keep it a buck, we probably wouldn't be doing this whole thing here right now if it wasn't for my man, fam. So.
Not at all, man. Super pioneer of this. I think it's countless to say the amount of people that is inspired.
Yeah.
Known or not known, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, may he rest in power. Definitely left a legacy. So
100%, fam. MB
soul does.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Bless him, man. So a good soul does, man. Can't die.
But to go into the first thing that we were going to discuss today, so obviously, like past few weeks ago, the wireless lineup got released.
Yeah.
So, like, what are your thoughts on wireless as a whole? Okay, go. So, firstly, what are your thoughts on wireless as a whole? And when the lineup got released, what was your initial reaction?
Wireless for me, I remember going to wireless back in the day, and it was wavy. I'm not gonna lie to you, like whether that was just because it was first festival experience or whatever, but it was just there was a certain atmosphere in it. It's like you kind of felt proud that it was in the ends, and we're from the ends, and we're just rocking we're moving about anyways, but we just stopped off at a field and went to shows. You know what I mean? But nah, it was proper hard. And then I remember I went I think a few years ago, and the vibe was just different. Like it's a lot more superstar.
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna say like wireless, like my experience of wireless was every single year that I went, I noticed myself going further towards the back of the crowd. Like,
yeah, man. Says a lot about who's coming to the show. But yeah, I don't know, man. It seems quite superstarish now. Like they got a lot of names.
Yeah. But that's because they probably like clocked it from how. Because wireless themselves, they clocked it from the jump to the switch from the bands to like the hip hop, innit?
Yeah.
Because wireless used to be exclusively bands, and then basically now like people are probably starting to clock at people actually like it's like I don't know. I think it's a really big festival for US artists in London.
It might be like in terms of hip hop or whatever you want to say, rap, urban music, whatever they want to call it. For the streets.
Yeah,
it's probably the biggest commercial like festival. Do you know what I mean? And so for US artists, it definitely would be an attraction. Same way like Rolling Loud would be an attraction for us. Do you know what I mean? I think it is. Obviously, you got Reading and Leeds, but I do think it is the one you want to headline.
Yes, because Reading and Leeds is a lot more. Reading and Leeds, they have a lot more of the pop thing as well, and they cater to a lot more artists. But Wise is strictly hip hop. Yeah,
literally, and they do well, man. They do numbers still, so they definitely clocked on, but. I don't know. What's the lineup saying this year?
So, fam, they expanded, fam. So, fam, this is just they're doing wireless 1st to the 3rd of July, 8th to the 10th, and 8th to the 10th again. But they're in Crystal Palace, Finsbury Park, and Birmingham.
What, the triple up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Crystal Palace, they got ASAP Rocky headlining. This guy.
How's he made it?
Bro, this guy has got the biggest finesse game ever.
He had the youth with my girl, and that's it.
Even aside from Yana, Donny's headline wide is like 3 times in the past 5 years.
I've been there when he headlines. It's true, he's crazy.
Bro, like, why do they keep booking him? I don't get that.
That one's weird.
I'm surprised they didn't put Uzi on headline or something. He hasn't even dropped a project.
So I'm saying, I ain't heard a lot
That's
from
he's going to
ASAP.
go out there play Problem.
We'll still go off same way, though.
It's true, though. But he's a good performer, though.
And his crowd.
Yeah.
His crowd go off for him. And he's always got the crew there, so no, that's proper.
But you got J. Cole the Saturday.
Hard.
Tyler Creator on the Sunday.
Hard.
And they got some serious artists, man. Like, you can tell that, like, they've, like, proper done it. So it's, like, kind of organized. So for like on the Friday, you can see like this one is basically just hype. The Friday's just hype. ASAP Rocky, Don Toliver, Uzi, Ski Mask, Kid Lowry, Trippie Redd, like you know what type of vibe that is. But then you got Sunday, that's Tyler the Creator, Baby Keem, Cardi Uchis, Sims, Roddy Rich, No Allegra.
Jeez. Yeah, I get what you mean.
There's one day where it's like it's proper just R&B, like which one? I think because they got
What day is that, bro?
it might be Saturday. Yeah, you got Scissor. I don't have time to be corrected by saying I used to say SNA.
Yeah, that's SZA. I remember first time finding out that was a name.
Yeah, they got Scissor, Summer Walker, Harlow, Black Blast, Janae Aiko.
That's names, bro.
Lucky Day, Queen Niger, Young Blue, and they still got more to be announced, innit?
Jeez, in July though. So
yeah.
Probably do a few more announcements before July. Innit?
They sold out the Cardi one. Bro, they sold out the Friday.
This is
Cardi's there, fam. Cardi's.
Is Meg not coming?
Yeah, Meg's there. Yeah. Oh, no, they sold out the Sunday. Well, they sold out most of them anyway.
They sell out so Nicki quick, Minaj.
I try to get tickets to this one. I can't lie to you.
What's wrong with
I told you about the Pollen credit.
Oh, yeah.
They got Nicki, Baby, Dirk, and Polo G, and Lil TJ.
Mad.
I was like, you know what? Yeah, that might be a day.
Skilly Bang,
Fireboy too.
Yeah, it's probably.
Unknown T. No, I'll go to A1 and J1, JI, Babyface Ray.
That's problems.
So yeah, fam, you know what? That day's going off still. But yeah, man, like you said, man, like when I looked at the Wireless Festival though, I only thought about the Sunday because I got the credit. But before I had the credit, I looked at it like. It's such a luxury event, if that makes sense. In the sense that, like, I don't want to go broke to go to your festival. If you get me.
Yeah, of course, man.
Like.
And ticket prices have gone up.
Yeah, like 2 days is like 175.
What?
Yeah, like the credit I got was 200, and they wanted to give me, and it was going to cost me 175 plus 15 booking fee for the Friday, Saturday. The Friday, Sunday.
For 2 days.
Yeah, but that's why you got the name brands.
That used to be 3 days.
Bro, that was VIP 3 days.
That used to be 3 days.
But it was like £49 a ticket.
Yeah, man. Shambles.
It's crazy now.
Shambles.
But what's it called? Yeah, like if you actually just look at the lineup, just like okay, there's nothing that makes you be like, rah, I want to see this. Like, what I know, this comes from someone that doesn't really listen to US music. I listened to Dirk's tape today. That was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dirk's tape is hard still.
But like aside from that, I don't really listen to a lot of the other artists like that. Like it's for me, it just feels missable. But then I'm not what's it called the demographic in it, so it makes sense.
I hear you. I think for the demographic, it's definitely something to go to.
Yeah, 100%.
Certain names that I'm seeing stacked on stat, Baby on Polo, G on TJ or whatever. I know. Enough brothers would want to go to that show, but I know a lot of us do listen to American music. We can't say we don't, innit?
But I'd say Wireless is more for like, the 15 to 17.
Yeah,
when you're like,
okay, I get you.
I feel like a lot of people, they go through a phase where they listen to US music and then they either continue or they just stop. And it's like, it's like, but when you're in that, but when you're listening to it and you see the Wireless thing, you're just like, yeah, no, I have to go to this. So I can imagine, like, if I was younger and I saw this lineup, I'd say I have to be there.
100%, nah, 100%. Especially some of the names. Is Future here? Future?
Probably in Burns.
Yeah, what the hell? They're in Brum as well.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah, they went in.
Actually, no, I don't think he's even. Well, he might be announced later on, fam. So yeah.
Even Cole headlining's a big one, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Ain't seen that in a while still.
Last time we did that was ages ago.
Yeah, I would say like 6 or 7. Yeah, man.
I don't know. I still think it's a good festival. And I know that I'm not the target market for it, so I can't even complain. I would like there to be a UK festival where it's like, it's just like, I want to say straight UK artists, but that's kind of impossible, man. It's not impossible, but it's difficult.
But it isn't impossible, man.
It's not impossible, but like, when I say straight UK UK artists, I'm thinking of artists on bare different ends, and I know that's not really possible.
Okay, yeah.
It has to be
yeah,
like
yeah,
a South
yeah,
London
okay,
thing,
yeah. Okay, I get that one.
Yeah, it's like fam, like.
But I'm talking like more
But it is possible. Like you can have
of the ones of the cut.
Mm.
If you're talking like ends, like spitters,
Yeah,
that
I
one
get
there's
you,
100% not possible. But of the ones that are of the cut,
Yeah,
I reckon you could do some sort of festival that would work.
yeah, 100%.
Even if it was a staggered days or whatever, or staggered hours. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I feel like for me, like my thing, just a personal thing. Like I've just seen there's certain artists that I want to see live that like I just haven't been able to see live yet. So when I see these festivals, I'm just like, it's not the people that I want to see.
Facts.
Like someone I want to see, like someone that I'd say I really want to see is basically French Kids.
Yeah, hard.
And like he's the one at the Birmingham one. But I think I've got a thing to his live show. So yeah,
he's hard, man.
But no, big up Wireless though. Like actually, just even seeing the progression is mad to see.
That is one
like,
thing I'll give credit, 100%, man.
I think after I think they actually even clocked. You know, after they had to switch it to Crystal Palace, they were kind of like, we could do something here. You know, I think that's when they kind of clocked. They're like, wait, we're just doing things we part when we just did the Crystal Palace thing and people are gonna travel. Because obviously, you know the misconception, South London's far, blah blah blah.
People
blah,
made
blah.
it out there, boy.
Bro. People are out there, man. So
yeah,
I mean, that's when they kind of clocked. They're like, yeah, we can do a Birmingham thing as well, because then that's how they get them. Because I can imagine the Midlands crowd were kind of like traveling to London's long, so for them the Birmingham thing is a blessing.
It's a big blessing. That one there will sell out as well, man. And they got a good lineup there. Is that where the R&B joint is?
I know. I think that's Finsbury Park.
Catch me. I'll drink.
I think they could have got some more Brum artists for the Birmingham one though.
Would be sick.
Like imagine having a JK there.
He's not there.
Nah. Well, he might be announced soon.
He must be on a stage there.
I'd say nah. He has to, fam. He has to.
He must. That's disrespect if he's not on the stage, G.
Man said they didn't check in.
Literally,
man.
Literally, man.
On to
We got wireless though.
another important conversation that's been happening recently.
Tell me, bro.
Fam. Man's a sip of water. Fam. We spoke about this countless times, fam. Like, while this whole thing's going on. But UK music drought, fam. Is there no good UK music being released at this moment in time? Like, so basically, this has been a conversation that's basically come up after the sampling things basically come through.
What, like, as in, people don't like the sampling thing?
Yeah, they think it's lazy.
Okay.
And what? So, like, actually, I want to provide like a breakdown for our, because I feel like a lot of people comment on this thing, but they don't actually know how the sampling thing even came about.
Yeah, go
Well,
on.
this is how I saw it come about. So I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure I'm correct. So basically, on TikTok, people started basically, a couple people were just like, this instrumental, but let's make it drill.
Yeah.
And a few producers, and there were no artists doing it before. There were no artists. It was just producers.
Yeah.
And so this became a trend in the producer community of people basically saying, oh, this song, but make it drill. This song, but make it drill. Now, you've got all these songs that are basically... but these had the original artist basically flips over it.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's say someone did a Beauty and a Beat flip, but it was still Justin Bieber's basically his vocals over it.
Yeah.
So cool. Now from that you get producers doing this instrument. I turned this instrumental, I sampled it into a drill instrumental. So that's how the samples came about, and then that became a trend. But then after that became a trend, then people started hopping on it, and more time was just like little freestyles on the platform, people playing around in the studio, whatnot, like not doing anything serious. But then people actually started releasing these proper. And they started gaining traction because you've got a lot of youngers basically that just like, fam, like if you're 16 and you know them, like the people that are doing it, they're not like, I'm not just saying man them are rowdy, but like, you know them man that like they do the baiting out skets in Stratford videos. So. It's them type of thing, fam. Like bro, like these man, they have to be on social media. They'll put something out there, like they don't really mind. Yeah. So it's those type of them start hopping on it, start getting a lot of traction from their like communities, obviously going around schools and thing. And yeah, man, that's how it basically came about. Don't get me wrong, like it's a bit rinsed, but like it's evolved into a discussion where I don't know. For me, it's just people hating on 16-year-olds, fam.
Yeah.
And it's
I hear
brother,
that one still.
it's like, the best way I put it was like, there's so many different aspects of this conversation, but like, for me, it was like I just didn't like how people were hating on 16-year-olds, and it was like the negative projection of the UK music scene.
Just because of the sampling.
Yeah, like people saying,
so like the switch OTRs and A1, like, J1 or whatever.
But the way people are talking is like they're putting the actual scene down.
Oh, like diluting it?
No, not diluting it, but it's in like, let's say for example, yeah, if you got loads of people saying something about a scene, what does that do for people that are actually looking into the scene?
Yeah. Nah, man. That shouldn't be the case. Like,
but that's how onlookers are gonna see it, innit?
Do you think there's a UK music drought?
I think there's a drought of good music. Yeah. Not at all,
exactly.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying.
We're getting fed, fam, bro. We're getting a Teflon tape in 15 days. No, not 15. In 4 days.
Yeah, like
we are getting K-Trap and Blade Brown tape. We are getting, what else are we getting? We got Torments tapes. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get another one.
Is it Boost coming or something?
Yeah, we're getting a tiny Boost tape.
Yeah,
bro. Like we this year we got a Sims tape already. Mm-hmm. We got what else did we get, bro? Like I even did a thread about some of the projects we got this year, bro. We have been getting fed for ages, and it's still going.
Yeah,
like I don't know, maybe it is. So I saw a few arguments like, you know what, the mainstream is feeding a lot of crap here, but at the same time, like I thought you just got to ignore it, because you got to understand, these people, they're not making music to, what's it called?
But then that depends on, like, not let's say the audience, but people watching. Is it surface people? Is it people that just look for playlists or look for the what's the hottest track by numbers, or is it people that actually are genuinely looking to see who's actually hard? Do you get what I'm saying? Who's actually and you can't control that, blood. We're never gonna be able to control that. So
people saying the labels that basically push it.
What? As in push?
It's like the labels are basically it's basically the mainstream sound of the UK is dead. Which I could be like, if you were talking about like what the labels are pushing, I can hear that, but at the same time, I just find it hard to just basically. I said specify mainstream then.
This is what I was going to ask you just now. You have to.
Yeah. And I think that was my main issue, because people were saying UK music, but they weren't specifying mainstream.
Mainstream's definitely not my number one most played, like what they would call mainstream. It's not my number one most played on my phone, but...
I don't agree with the numbers argument as well, I can't lie to you. About the... So, like...
Well, you can't say the mainstream, nah.
Can you say the quality of... You can say the quality of music is dead, but...
Right now?
Yeah.
I would say...
In the mainstream.
Yeah. In the mainstream, yeah, because a lot of it's microwave, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we know we've reached a period, I think from a couple of years ago maybe, where we realised, or certain artists realised what they have to give their audiences for them to go.
Yeah.
Even when we were reviewing Central the other week, like, he's hard, and I think he comes with bare flows, but there comes a point where we all know that he knows what his audience want from him.
Yeah.
And a lot of the top tier artists or the guys that go are inclined that way, because I'm gonna give you what you want.
Yeah.
You give me what I want, basically. You know what I mean? But nah, like I can't.
I get you. Someone's brought up numbers, and I was like, you know, numbers doesn't equal quality. But then, can you say something? No, it's so it's like, Manga said, how can you say a drum was dead if brothers are eating off it? But then you can say the quality is there, but at the same time, like,
I can't say the quality's been,
because bro, 30.
That.
if you want, okay, I'm not throwing Central C under the bus here, but like, if you want to mention Central C, and talk about quality, basically, it's kind of hard for me to say, because like, bro, 30, like, there's got to be quality. Like, it's either Mandem in an echo chamber or we're missing something, because you don't do 30, like, 30K, that's a lot of people to say the quality ain't there, you know. Quality, like,
and no, it's hard to say, but his quality's there, but he has the numbers to back it. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But when we talk about mainstream,
are
you telling me, like, what we'd say, let's give this as an offering to wherever?
Fair.
Is that Is that what you give as an offering? Because there's certain man that I'd say that hit mainstream and they're doing that, dude. But there's certain tracks that I hear.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So I don't know, man. All I say is you gotta look.
Yeah.
If you're really like, if you want to complain or you want to, if you want to have an opinion, you gotta look, bro. Like you gotta at least have given yourself a while to say, okay, I've tried, and this isn't it.
Yeah.
Because really and truly, bro, I catch myself looking on the off chance, and I find some bangers.
Bro, there's so much.
I find some bangers.
That's why I say. But then at the same time, I think could you make this argument? Yeah, like, are we in the UK? Are we too much like of nostalgia merchants? Are we too much of nostalgia?
That's a dirty question.
No. I had to keep it so real because the way that people are talking,
but it's
I saw a lot of people basically talking about we need J Hus to come back. We need J Hus to come back. Don't get it twisted. J Hus is an amazing artist, but are we just too much on nostalgia? Bro, brothers are still saying bring back Afro swing and vibe, bro.
But our scene's built off nostalgia, man.
Mm-hmm.
Our scene's basically built off nostalgia, man.
Yeah, but like, is it to the point where it's like people don't like people aren't realizing that like things are changing. Like the music that's being made for thing isn't for them.
Yeah.
It's like people are
100,
almost struggling to accept that. Like
that's true.
It's like like this music. Like we're at a point now where like we're not. It's mad to even say that. Like,
but it's exactly
like people
like
aren't related to the music.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like it's got to a point where it's like if you ain't found your niche artist that you rock with, then like you're gonna struggle with this UK music scene thing because like don't get the mainstream isn't for like once you like word to tournament, yeah. Eventually, all them youths that listen to Joe, they're gonna grow up.
Yeah, literally.
And it's like it gets to a point where it's just like, raw. Like I don't relate to this, but I think this new thing that's coming out is a bit dead. But it's like as you haven't done your due diligence, you're unsure. Like
if anything relates to you.
Yeah. So you just basically exactly you can see that you have your usuals that like your K traps basically that you're like, you know what, yeah, I can still listen to this guy like you, but it's like. Yeah, man. Like you don't have your T, you don't have your T's, you don't have your Emacs that you can go listen to. Like you have your like I don't know, man. I don't know.
Nah, man. You gotta look.
I think it's techie as well when it comes to genre like rap, for example. Like America went through the same thing with the mumble rap thing, innit?
Where it just kind of blanketed the whole scene.
Yeah, basically.
What would you say is our mumble rap that's done that? Just
our
poor quality.
Rap?
Is it just poor quality of music, or is it actual?
What is our mumble rap?
Yeah.
I say our mumble rap is the new age drill.
The new age drill.
I don't mind watered down drill. I think it's good. Like, bro, I'll put you like this, yeah. If brothers are making, I get what people mean by it waters down the original sounds, and I understand that fully. But at the end of the day, brothers are coming out and making. Like bread, bro. Like,
come on, bro.
But I do think that both of the genres can coexist. You can have your mad jaw over here, and you can have your calm jaw over there. Obviously, the labels are going to support one of them because you know what labels are about. But I'd say both can coexist, man.
Yeah,
like
if the artists want to let it as well.
Yeah, like I feel it just comes down to tunnel vision. Like, how much can you tunnel vision your thing? I feel like a lot of people they can't tunnel vision.
And that's it. Well, when you live in a world full of options,
like fam, like a lot of people can't be like, yo, even though I'm doing this, there's still gonna be a market for this. Like, bro, like people just can't.
The microwave looks too appealing, bro. I'm telling you,
fam.
The microwave looks too appealing. I think that is like near the crux of all of this, because you can't tell me that the lack of quality doesn't relate to, let's not say money in the scene, but opportunity now. Because when there weren't so many opportunities, look at what was coming out of the scene. You get what I'm saying? Only now do we start to see certain, what was my man's name? 30 or something.
Yeah, 30.
And these sorts of things happen where even some of the guys that you'd probably say are the hardest and would never sell out, whatever you want to say, I'm gonna look at it like hangabout though.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like either I've been going for however long, or just purely off the like when we were talking and DJ said I'm inspired by what I see as not as great as well. Hangabout, like, bro, I'm harder than you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna look lucrative to them at some point. It's gonna look like a eyebrow raise at them to some point.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that's not correlated to the microwave thing, man. I can't blame it.
Yeah.
We're in a different stage now, and like you say, I'd love for it to coexist as well. But we're in a it's new. I see it's young, you know, blood.
Yeah.
I seen the youth
Still like 10 years.
I seen the youth
Do you know
still.
another argument I saw that I kind of liked?
Go on.
Not everyday black excellence. Fam, let dead music just flow through, man. We don't need everyone dropping a psychodrama type project. We don't need it, bro. Bro, like, some of the worst tunes have been some of the biggest hits, bro.
Yep.
Bro, it's not every day. Like, bro, it's okay to have a few people doing well. Like, it's okay to have the ice cap. A few people doing well, and the rest of people... It's okay to have people dropping mid-music, man. Because if only the best guys were dropping music, bro, a lot of these videographers would be struggling out here, fam.
Everybody
like,
would be struggling.
Our scene would have got this good, because, like, bro, like, it's mad. Like,
it's pyramid, man.
Yeah, fam. Like, it's okay for mid-music to thrive, in my opinion. It's okay. Because, bro, when Dave sees my man saying, the sun comes out, my zoot comes out, like, bro, have you heard that one?
Nah, that's hilarious.
Man, this is what started it. This is what actually kicked it off properly. Oh, fam, this tune here.
That is so funny.
This one explains you what. I think this guy was like, when you got this was the nail in the coffin, basically. And people were just like, had enough. Yeah, and then all the videos about one to UK scene.
That's only right.
That's only right. Well, he's 16, man.
I'm not hating, G, but flipping. Oh, that's taking the piss.
What? Because of how similar it is?
Not because of how similar, because of actually what he's saying. That's taking the piss.
Oh, okay, yeah, they lit. Yeah. I know a lot of people, to be fair, do you know what it is? It's the intro lyrics, man. It's the intro lyrics.
Yeah. After that, let's rock. But the first two bars are finishing me from the off still. But nah, I'm not going to slaughter man for dropping that, because look at the views, though.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's 16.
So that means that there is people, whether it's a joke or not, whatever, whether it was
still
just
checking for it, fam.
Thank you. And so he's appealing to someone. He's relating to someone. It might not be me, but he's relating to, this is the visualizer, almost 200, 300 black people. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. You can't go in the comments section still.
But fam, my thing is, like, at the end of the day, like, the brother's actually just 16. He's actually 16, bro. Like,
do you know what it is, though? I think
like, think about what type of bars you would have dropped at 16.
But this is the thing, though. Right now, our scene, we have, like, wannabe rap syndrome.
Fair.
Wannabe rapper syndrome.
But that happened to opportunity, bro.
Exactly. And that's nothing I can knock. But when you say when we were 16, there's a lot less of us as 16-year-olds, or whoever was doing it, because there was
rap reaction too hard.
Thank you to get it. And even further back than that. And further back than that, like, you could only rap if you were certified further on what you get it.
I don't think that's a bad thing, though.
It can't be. Opportunity comes at a cost always. But like, it can never be a bad thing. I want everyone to try and write.
I honestly think,
But blood, don't tell me the first two bars didn't.
Okay. No, the first two bars are whack, but I think, like, as a context, because like everyone's like grouping all the sampling tracks, but for me, like, I think people are looking at it just. I think the negative perspective as well. It's so crazy because, like, fair enough, you're getting tunes like this coming through, but then guys are going to completely ignore people like ours that have come through. That are actually quality spitters. Like, there's a lot of quality spitters that have actually come through. Like, bro, ours dropped one of the hardest tunes, basically, that probably, like, this quarter. But that Hate You, I Love You tune, fam.
Yeah, big tune.
And, like, people are just going to completely overlook guys like that come through just because of maybe one brother's dropped this type of joint. So, like, I thought this whole thing, this whole UK music's dead thing comes down to how you choose to look at it at the end of the day. I think that's the main part as well. If you choose to look at the UK music scene and say it's dead, you're going to find dead music. I guarantee you.
Yeah,
You're
of
gonna
course,
find.
man. Of course.
But if you look at it and say, yo, like I don't know, I always look at it with like, there's an abundance of music.
Because there is.
Because fam, let me even go through. These are projects that dropped from 2021 to now. These are just a few of the big ones. Hustlers Need Healing, Henny Music Deluxe, Conflict of Interest, Simbi, Light of Mine, Return of the Immigrant, High Street Kid 2, Balance, Road Trip to Venus, We're All Learning This Together, Reason to Smart, Be Right Back. My laptop just died. But fam, bro, like, just on those names there.
Names, though. Names.
Fam, Deep, do you want a deep as well? I named predominantly artists from the UK rap genre. From rap genre, yeah. Bro, I named the Children of Zeus there.
Yeah, Balance.
Like, you know them, man, are slappers, bro.
Serious.
You
Problems. Shout them out all the time. Problems.
And they're just in the, like, alternative R&B scene over there. So I know, you probably got knowledge of that scene there, but I know Cleo Soul, she dropped Hurting.
Hard.
Bro, like, if you go over that side now and you want to talk about music that's been dropping there, because I've been hearing them man been eating. Then Hustle, she dropped Hurting as well.
So, and do you know what? That's where whenever this lack of quality music or whatever conversation comes up, because it comes up often, you know.
Yeah.
It's not just a one-time thing. It kind of trends. It's so funny. I know we're talking about rap more time or the hip-hop, but I always think this is automatically invalid because I know over in this scene,
bro,
hella quality, bro. It's bro, for the past about, like, what are we, 22? Maybe like 6-7 years, G. Just been hearing bangers on like just secret bangers.
There's one guy I got put onto. Is it Miles from Kina? I can use R&B artists in the UK. But I got put on Tim recently, bro. Crazy, Kaleem Taylor. Crazy.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, there's certain man that it's just, and girl, obviously, it's like what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on over here? Rags original. Like, there's
Javon.
Come on. I was about saying, do you know what I mean? What's her name? Tiana Major 9.
Yeah.
Come on, bruv. Like,
who's,
are you mad?
Who's the other girl that did the singing thing that one time? The mad vocals. You sent the colours to me.
Shout you out, whoever.
I can't remember the name.
Yeah, man. It's just, there's too many.
There's
and that's the scene that I always think of. So for me to hear that statement, oh yeah, there's a lack of quality, yeah, there is, but where are you looking?
Yeah.
And what are you looking for? Because if you're looking in the right place and for the right thing, let's say, chase.
Yeah, fam.
It's mad, bro. It's like I could purely listen to UK.
At the same time, someone said there's not enough music outlets, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was going to try to ask it, but it's a bit of it's a different conversation as well, but it does come down to that as well.
Yeah.
Like, we were brought up on the scene was brought up on GRM or Link Up or SB or whatever you want to say, Press Play. Like, the other ones that are about for the other genres, not even just like I'm not talking JDZ, P1, whatever. How much gravity did they get in comparison to the GRM? It's not that much. Do you know what I mean? And whose fault is that? I don't know.
I hear what you're saying.
But if something could be done about that, I'm sure this convo would
probably
be less and less and less of a convo.
Because I think for other genres, a lot of artists, they realized there was a platform for them, so they just made their own.
Yeah. And so be done, innit? But people can't forget we are right now in a time where music's about to get mad, bro.
There's so much money on the table.
Music is about to get mad. Some stuff that I'm hearing recently is like, nah, I feel like we're going to a new age.
Bro, there's so much money on the table.
Yeah.
There's so much money on the table. Like, you can't just ignore all this money that's on the table, fam. Like, bro, at the end of the day, brothers are broke. Like, bro, I'd hop in the studio and make one of them type of tunes. What?
You would. If someone gave you the right bag, a lot. Nah, I'm telling you, most people.
Even T.O. Wayne jumped on that. Dance the night away.
I told you about that one day. Listen,
remember what we said, bro? Like, mama's got to retire, fam. Mum's got to retire. Like, at the end of the day, if that's what's paying the bills, Sam, then As I said, fam, brothers would have wanted Tion Wayne start doing Afro beats right now, getting 150k views.
Nah, man.
Like, I'll be so real. Just so you can say he didn't sell out and he's real.
That's exactly what we were saying, and it's true, man. Even that thing that we were saying about Potter, when he said, "Look where real got me." That's one of the realest things. Like, look at what being that real guy got me. Come on, blood.
Doesn't Vils have a bar like this? It's like, I was real, but what was it worth? The brothers turn, Trillist in the dirt, the realest in the earth. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, nah, man. It's mad. Like, I'm telling you, the realist eyebrow raise and say, yeah, that's what's going on. Man,
being real don't pay, fam. Do you really need to change our idea of what mainstream is?
What, we as consumers? Or
because I see a lot of mainstream artists that wouldn't be able to sell out certain venues. That I'll be so real.
Let's go.
I'll be so real.
Oh shit. Yeah.
People wouldn't call Kano mainstream, but I can guarantee you every single mainstream artist right now would not be able to sell the venue that Kano sells out.
Yeah, Kano, the drum sheds joint.
Yeah. Well, not even that one.
Royal
Albert Hall in 3 minutes.
Royal Albert Hall.
So is Kano mainstream? Like what is mainstream? Is that just numbers right now? Because like
right now.
But then like I see what you mean.
Yeah.
What we call Kano is just a big artist.
We sometimes like to blur how iconic someone is with, not to say where they are, because they'll always be at a level in terms of whatever you want, esteem, let's say, but like where they're placed right now. Do you get what I'm saying? And for me, I could say whether or not Kano's top 5, Kano's top 3 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But firstly, who's running the scene in terms of consumers?
Yeah.
And then secondly, how many people can we say like are actually checking for my man the same way? Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like we live off that. He's that, and when it was that time, P's and Q's time, bruv, he was that guy. Yeah. And to all of them, remember when we were at that show, look at that age range.
Yeah.
He is that guy. Do you get what I'm saying? And even to us, he is that. But to the people that are clicking, if Kane was to drop a video on GRM tomorrow, I'd love to see that experiment.
That's true. Yeah,
I'd love to see that experiment. I'd love to see that experiment and see how many views he gets. Yeah. Because he'd probably bang. But do you get what I'm trying to say, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's interesting, man.